Hong Kong lawyer Adrian Lam takes on the defense of former top model Jolene Sang, who was accused of her own daughter's death. Lam quickly discovers that Jolene is not guilty of anything, and the truth she does not want to tell in order not to frame her lover, Dr. Desmond Chung, married to the heiress of a powerful businessman. Lam negotiates with Desmond about the testimony that will leave him aside, but removes suspicion from Jolene, but in court, Chung unexpectedly turns everything so that the woman is given 17 years in prison. This verdict ruins Lam's career, and when new circumstances of the case surface 2 years later, Adrian seizes the opportunity to send it back for retrial. Hong Kong cinema entered a massive crisis from the mid-90s, which began because of overproduction in video piracy, and finished by the economic crisis of the end of the decade. As a result, Hong Kong cinema degenerated into a stream of murky cheap thrash, and although relatively big-budget status projects were still being made, and some of them, like Shaolin Soccer and Infernal Affairs, even became box office hits, over time it became obvious that it would not be possible to return the Hong Kong cinema industry to its former glory without help from mainland China. Mainland China, for its part, took a benevolent and rigid position. Say, shoot whatever you want there, but if you want to show your movie in China, then be kind, work according to the general rules, which means, first of all, passing serious censorship checks at all stages of work, from the script to the finished movie. And that means that your movie must have nothing paranormal, no politics, and express no doubts about the adequacy of law enforcement and the legal system in general. For almost 20 years, the Hong Kong film industry has been trying to accept the new realities and come to terms with them, and in recent years, the ice seems to have moved. A Guilty Conscience is a very Hong Kong movie, yet it had no problem getting into mainland distribution, simply because the authors found the right key to the censorship restrictions. It's a courtroom drama about a legal error, but surprisingly, all the government officials in it turn out to be positive characters without exception. It's a movie about how rich and powerful scumbags tried to bend the system, but of course failed. Obviously, this theme resonates not only with China's censorship committee, but also with ordinary people, which made A Guilty Conscience the highest-grossing Hong Kong movie ever. In Hong Kong alone, the film grossed almost 15 million American dollars, recouping its budget 5 times over. Of course, this is a pleasant, but quite unexpected result. It's hard to say anything bad about the movie. It's a little naive, but extremely professionally made, both dramaturgically and technically courtroom drama, built on Hollywood conventions of 30 years ago. First of all, you can remember movies like A Few Good Men, My Cousin Vinny, and A Time to Kill, which not only had a twisted detective plot, but also a powerful charge of humanism, when justice and truth come together. The main role in A Guilty Conscience is played by Dayo Wong, a very popular and beloved in Hong Kong comedian, who is little known in the West because his most famous roles were in TV series. In A Guilty Conscience, he gives a top-class performance, proving that he deserves to move to the big leagues and is no longer just a talented comedian, but a full-fledged dramatic actor. It is noteworthy that with his performance, Wong is aiming at the same goal as the entire movie, humanity. And humanity always pays off.